Welcome back, guys, to yet another World of Warcraft video on this channel. Today we are going over this weekly Wowhead economy wrap up. It is, of course, number 215, and before we get started, not sponsored, thank you. Now it's on to the next part. Remember to like the video and also drop any comments that you have as I go through this. If you're wondering about anything, if I didn't properly explain something, or if you have any other questions regarding what we go through this in this post, make sure to drop it down in the comments below. Of course, I will be linking to this post in the description below, so if you're interested in getting on here and reading it yourself or going through some of the links that are described, then of course, make sure to do that. But let's get into it here. This is, of course, put together by Samanan again, and as per usual, he has made his own video going over his weekly gold making activities, his preparation for 9.2, and then also talking about the actual wrap up and going through it. So today it seems like we are going over Mantheus's updated Shadowlands cheat sheet, and then we also talk through some battle pets with Girl Goblin and discuss auction house bots, and then yeah, that seems to be it. There are also some last minute prep things in here and some further reading. So let's get into it. As you can see right here, Mantheus's cheat sheet is prevalently displayed, and that is because this is a very good resource if you're considering doing legendaries. The actual spreadsheet itself can do a lot more than just legendaries, but what it's widely known for is its legendary calculation spreadsheet. And down here, you're going to be able to see his updated version. And obviously, there's a lot to take in from the beginning, so depending on if you've ever used it before or not, you might have to look through it a couple times, but this is a very, very good resource, and of course, it is right here, easy link. It is a very good resource because you can put in your price list for all your materials, and then it automatically calculates what your legendary crafting price will be. So you can figure out how expensive it is to level up. You can figure out how expensive it is to craft on a regular basis if you want to do this manually. It's very good to do this, especially if you're keeping track of a lot of different prices. So be sure to check this out. It's a very good resource. And he has updated it for 9.2. So now it has a global material list with all the new materials. The legendary crafting sheet is updated for the new vestiges and the new rank. The crafter smart comparison sheet is also here. I don't know exactly where. It's right here. So you can see here the 262s and the 233s are added right on here, so you can get that too. Very good information. And then we also have an improved vendor shuffle sheet, and then also some of the progenitor enhancements, which are going to be the some of the optional crafting related things. So that is definitely something to consider. He's also updating the prospecting and milling rates for the new materials, so be sure to check that out. He also made a video going over it, so if you want an explanation as to how everything works, what's been updated, and all of that, be sure to check this video out. Absolutely, it's a good idea to do. So we have some pet flipping that Girl Goblin is going over. I looked at this before it actually came on the Wowhead post, and if you guys want to read through this and look at the explanations yourself, and you want to get into pet flipping specifically, this is a very, very good place to start. If you already are doing pet flipping, or if you just want to try it on your own, these right here are some very, very, very good add-ons to have if you're considering it. Battle Pet Cage Match. This is very good for caging pets easily. Rematch and rematch TSM pet values. This basically updates your UI, and it also in the pet collections lets you see how much the pets are worth, so you don't have to cage them and then see what they're worth. And then also, there's also a battle pet script, which is, it will help you do pet battles. And then of course, Trade Skill Master, because usually you need that for the auction house to make it perfect, but also if you want to use this, which uses the TSM pet values, you need TSM as well. And then Sufu, or however you're supposed to pronounce this, is battle pet strategies. And you know, if you're trying to level pets on your own and not buy the upgradable tokens. Or if you're just interested in pet battles, that is a good add-on to do that with. But of course, there's a lot of information here. So if you are interested in this, make sure you go check it out. Then, of course, some last minute prep here is going to be Penguin's video. She made a, I think it was like five last minute ways to prep for patch 9.2. And she just goes over a couple different ways of what you can do to maximize your experience in 9.2 right when it starts. So if you guys want to watch this, make sure to go check it out. I've made a couple ones myself as well. So just be sure to check all of those videos out. There's a lot of good content out there already for 9.2, and I'm sure there's more to come from all of us. And then, of course, we have a little post here on a Reddit, and you can see, are there auction house bots? An often controversial topic, and we covered it a while ago with the Auction House podcast. This is a podcast that I was running together with Jack, and we raised this question and talked about it with people that were heavily into it. And it's because a lot of people recently have been saying, oh, this is an auction house bot, oh, this is an auction house bot, or this is an auction house bot. And the way that people go about deeming what an auction house bot is very different. There's also some people that just no live posting, which may make them seem like a bot, but there are a certain couple indicators that you can use to try and put it together whether or not someone is a bot, and they are right here. You can see here, weird name written in with a lot of num-block numbers. So if you have a name with a lot of, it looks weird, it's hard to type, very complicated, then that could be something that could be a bot. Additionally, clean accounts with no achievements. So if you compare achievements and they have like a couple achievements, maybe 100 or something or lower, and there's nothing on there, that is also usually a sign. And then also logging in exactly in the same intervals. So if you time somebody when they log in, you can add them to a friends list and see when they log in. You sit there and take a timer. If they log in every 2 minutes, on the dot every 2 minutes, that's not something a person would normally do, and especially not consistently for hours and hours and hours upon end. Usually they do, bots specifically, do this to avoid people reporting them. So if you click on them, they might log out, but also to avoid people seeing them, and just basically just ban evasion and report evasion. So that is something that you can look for as well. And then obviously we have no reaction to dead auctioneer except instantly logging out and coming back after the same time. So if you want to see if someone this is obviously not clear indicators that this would be a bot, but this is something that you could be like, okay, this might be a bot, this is probably worth reporting. You could also whisper them and see if they answer you. You can check their reputation. You can whisper some of the other gold makers on the server that you know, or try to make friends with somebody and then ask what they think. Basically just spread the information, think about it, and then, you know, if you feel like it's worth it to report, then it's probably a good idea. But that's basically what that post goes about. And then this right here is obviously the further reading is, if you're interested, you can always join the WoW Economy subreddit, and then of course the Discord server as well. And there are links to it right here. You can easily get to both of them right here in the Wowhead post, and I will be linking this down in the description below. So if you're interested, make sure you check it out. Oh, we have 8 comments here. Anything interesting? No, just the usual, just the usual comment section. But either way, I appreciate you guys watching through this. I hope you enjoyed it. I like making these weekly reviews of the WoW Economy post because it's interesting to go over. Obviously, if there's something that I missed as well, it's nice to look at and also talk a little bit about it with you guys if there's something that you didn't understand or if you missed it. Right, so you guys have a chance to see it through me as well. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until the next one. See you guys!